beautiful people, how are you doing? And welcome to Morning Echo right here on Wonderland Television, where enthusiasm is the word. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Happy New Year to you all. We all know that this year is going to bring good tidings. Morning Echo, as you all know, brings to you different segments ranging from fitness, studio discussion, entertainments, and sport update for our sport lovers. But today on our concentration on Morning Echo is a studio discussion. You do not want to miss out on any of this episode. Don't go nowhere, we'll be right back. Welcome back from the break. If you are just tuning in, this is Morning Echo right here on Wonderland Television, where enthusiasm is the word. Today on Morning Echo, we're going to be talking on a very, very interesting topic. I know you guys are waiting for us to just dish out what we're going to be talking about. Today, we're going to be talking about the New Year resolution. Oh yes, a lot of people have different resolution when it comes to the after year, especially when the previous years didn't go the way it's planned. There's so much ups and downs, and they'll tell you that, oh, next year I'm gonna do this, next year I'm gonna do that, next year I'm gonna. So today we're gonna talk about what is New Year resolution. We've been hearing about the word New Year resolution, New Year resolution. Some say it's promise and fail. You make a lot of plans and yes, you don't achieve it. Well, I'm not gonna be doing this alone. I'm not gonna be talking about the New Year resolution with me. I have an expert in our midst who is gonna be talking more and digesting what New Year resolution is to us, the significance, and how we can make our New Year resolution happen. This person is no longer that Ugu Faith Chinelo, who is a stress counselor. Thank you for coming on the program. It's amazing. It's amazing to have you here.
Thank you very much for inviting me. I'm honored. Thank you.
We're also honored to have you here. To grace today's program on Morning Echo on the topic New Year resolution. The word New Year resolution, it's not a new word at all. Everybody is familiar with it, especially we in the Western region. We are familiar with the word New Year, and you hear it on everybody's lips. New Year resolution. My New Year resolution is this. My New Year resolution is that. But how many of them keep up to it?
That's it.
I'm gonna ask you. You're a stress counselor. You're a stress coach. You know how to manage stress. You talk people out of it. But now let's talk about, what do you understand about New Year resolution? What's your take on it?
I'm not going to stress much on that, but for me, New Year resolution is just like a fresh start. It's a privilege God has given you to do everything right. Whatever you didn't do right in the past, or whatever you think you didn't achieve, you were on your way to achieve it, and you need to do some things in order to fast track it, or you didn't know how to navigate it during last year. God has given you another opportunity to do it the right way now. So New Year resolution is just like setting goals for yourself. This is what I want to achieve this year. This is how I want my year to be. I want to start a new business. I want to learn a skill. I want to lose weight. Funny enough, some people want to add weight.
Some people want to add weight. Some people want to lose weight.
So people will also tell you that their New Year resolution is to add weight. So I think New Year resolution is just anything you want to do that you didn't do better, and now you really want to do it better. You really want to see it come out. It's not just about saying I want to do it. It's about determination. It's about commitment. I want to commit myself to becoming this or becoming that. I want to really get this done. what can I do to get this done? What can I do to make it better? How do I set my life going? A lot of people have things they really wanted to do, not like they don't want to achieve it, but you just don't say it and you sit down and wait for manna to fall from heaven for you to achieve what you want to achieve. Yes, you have to work towards it. You have to be informed about what you want to do. You have to make research. If you want to learn a skill, you can't just say, I want to learn a skill, and you sit down. Or let's say you even make a move. Let's say you want to learn hairdressing and you go there and you're not serious about it. You're just there, you're looking at them, but you're not putting that effort. Yes, you're not there to make it happen. You're just there to fulfill all righteousness. So at the end of the day, who is fooling who?
You're definitely fooling yourself.
Exactly.
You know, with the word New Year resolution, for me, it's a promise that you make to yourself, you know, to do something better, to do something differently, especially in one's behavior and lifestyle. You know, setting out a goal that helps you to navigate through the year, especially with the ups and downs that we had last year. You know, even the economy last year had its own ups and downs, and they'll tell you that is why we have the 2014 budget, we have the 2030 budget and all that. They plan for the other year. You plan for the following year to make. So I think New Year resolution is a determination, as you've said, that you have to set out. It's a goal that you have to set out for yourself to achieve something better. You don't just sit down and say, oh, I have a dream. Next month, you tell yourself you have a dream.
Exactly.
That's where you're not even actualizing those dreams. Do you understand? You want to learn new skills. You want to exercise regularly. You want to be intentional in what you're doing. This year, you have to be determined. You have to be focused. You have to be... Honestly, I really love what you said about this New Year resolution. A lot of people would set out their New Year resolution and they'll just tell you, oh, I give you 2 weeks. I give you 2 weeks. You'll be back to normal.
And it's just word of mouth.
It's just word of mouth. Especially when they know that kind of person. They'll tell you, oh, forget this one. This one is doing. Or forget the way she's acting. Or forget the way she's acting. She'll be back to normal. But why do you think people act that way, or people say that kind of things, especially when you say, oh, this year, you know what, I want to be focused, and they'll tell you, don't worry, I give you 2 weeks. They'll even tell you that 2 weeks is too much, I give you 1 week.
You go back.
So why do you think they say something like that?
You know how they say how you appear is how people will address you. Let me just say it that way.
That's right.
People around you already know you. People around you know what you can do and what you cannot do. Another thing that happens is addiction. If you're addicted to something, people around you already know you're addicted to this. It will be difficult. It's only you that knows when you're being serious that you really want to change. But if it's just saying it, unless people start seeing that change in you, they would never ever believe that you want to change. And you don't even need to convince anybody about it. I think if you're really serious about making a New Year resolution, you don't even have to tell anybody about it. They're just supposed to start seeing the changes. And on their own, they will be like, wow, you've changed. You don't used to do this before. Wow, this is great. So it's when you start saying it for people to hear and now tell you, oh, wow, that's great. No. Because they know if you really want to change, you don't need to come out and tell them. They will just see you changing. They will see the change in you. And that alone will tell them, okay, this person is really out to change. And they will even be the one coming to you to ask you what's going on. You understand? So another thing is lack of commitment. If you're not committed, if you're not disciplined, let's say you always like to do this and it's not helping your life, you know that it's not going to add any value to your life, and you really want to stop, you have to be committed to that promise you're making yourself that I want to stop. You have to discipline yourself. It's just like trying to lose weight and you eat late night food, you eat a lot of junks and you really love them. Like maybe you like licking ice cream or shawarma and all those stuff. So it's going to take discipline and commitment for you to stop. For you to, even if you don't stop immediately, like gradually you try to curtail how you eat or how you eat late night food and all that. So I feel discipline and commitment is really, really important. Once you're not that kind of person, you say things, sometimes you promise people this, and at the end of the day you still fail. You tell somebody, okay, I'll come and see you today, or we are going to do this today, and at the end of the day they will not see you. So tomorrow, what do you expect them to see?
Yeah.
Once you,
That's a lack of trust.
Exactly.
Yes.
There's nothing you will tell them again. They say first impression matters in a lot. Some people will still give you another chance, and you see that they will still flop. They will still not keep to their promise. So once you now tell somebody that I'm going to do this, just give me this, just give me that, if you see the changes, they will not believe you, because they know what you can do, and they already see it. They can see it on your own. So the best thing to do is just on your own, gradually try to make that change. Promise yourself. If you're making the change for the better, you're not doing it for anybody. You're doing it for yourself. It's going to be for your own good. So there's no need announcing it. In fact, people would discourage you. Once you're telling them and they're telling you in 2 weeks' time you come back to the normal you and all that, you know that's kind of discouraging.
Yeah, it's very discouraging.
Exactly.
It also shows that you have to work on yourself.
Exactly.
You have to be intentional with yourself.
Exactly.
Like you say, it boils down to self-discipline. If you're not disciplined, there are a lot of people that tell you, I am very disciplined, but they are not disciplined.
Yes.
So whatever it is that you're set out to do, you don't need to announce it. You don't need to seek validation from somebody, from anybody before you do something. Just within you, you know that you just have to make changes. If it's your behavior, the manner at which you talk to someone, how you approach, the way you talk, your lifestyle, if you want to change, you don't need to announce it.
Approval from anybody.
You don't need to announce it. You just let's say the change begins with you.
Exactly.
Then the change will be effective with others. I think that's very important.
Exactly.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've heard it. We'll be going on a short break, and when we come back, Morning Echo continues. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That's still Morning Echo right here on Wonderland Television. And it has been a very interesting discussion with our guest, Ugu Faith Chinelo, who is a stress counselor. She has been talking about New Year resolution. We're talking about the meaning of New Year resolution and how people apply New Year resolution. Now, let's go further with the New Year resolution. Let's talk about the importance of New Year resolution. What can you give me like 3 reasons why New Year, or shouldn't I, don't limit you to your reasons of why New Year resolution is important. Just tell us.
Okay. For me it's important, one, because it's like starting afresh. It's like starting a fresh page of your life. You have to analyze yourself, you have to evaluate yourself, ask yourself things you didn't do well in the past, and start again. So it's like a start over, and you have the opportunity to do things right. So for me, number one importance is that fresh start, that opportunity to start again, to do things the right way. Then again, it will give you that clear direction of where you want to go. It will make you to plan yourself ahead of any obstacle that you might have had in the past. So now you're going to plan and know how to navigate out of that same situation.
Yes.
So you know, now I did this in the past and it didn't work. Now I have to do this way, and also have plan B in case this new plan didn't work out. So okay, let me
go for
try
this other
exactly
plan, yes.
So it gives you clear direction of where you want to go, what you want to be, what you want to achieve. And again, it will help you to set a time limit. We are not God. It's not like sometimes We might face,
when you give yourself a time frame, you give yourself a target.
Exactly.
It makes you to push harder, to work harder. Yes,
exactly. So at least you work, you do your best to make sure that you meet up to the target you have set for yourself. So it will give you that clear direction. And I think once you see that things are moving well, you will have that zeal to do more.
Yeah, to do more.
So it gives you the zeal to do more. Once you're getting what you want, once you're seeing positive change, the zeal will be there. You have more passion to do what you're doing. And lastly, you will feel good about yourself. You commend yourself even before anybody is commending you. You're already telling yourself you're feeling good.
You're feeling good.
Exactly.
You give yourself, a tap on your shoulder and say,
you're doing well. You're doing well. Sometimes you look at, like sometimes if I do something that I know that it was really difficult to achieve, I'll come to myself in the mirror. I'll praise myself. I'll be like, girl, you're doing well. I want you to continue doing more. But that does not make it doesn't make you to relax.
Yes.
Instead, it should make you to do more. Because it can affect some people negatively, considering the fact that you're seeing a positive change and you feel like you have arrived. Some people might misunderstand it and now feel like, okay, let me relax. I have achieved this. It's just like in secondary school, if they are teaching mathematics and I managed to grab something there because I'm not so good with that. So anytime I grab something and we are giving a test or assignment and you see me getting like 70 or 80, oh my God, I will be like, the way I will be excited about it. But that excitement affected me wrongly, because it now made me to relax. And I was like, okay, since I could do this in a test, in exam I'll even do more better. And I might not just put much effort again to see that I prepare for the exam. And during the exam, I'll see that my marks, my grade will go down because I felt too relaxed. So it should not make us feel too relaxed. Rather, it should give us another higher. Exactly. If you set a 70, like to achieve 70% of this, and you achieve that 70%, give yourself 100%, give yourself 80, give yourself 90, instead of staying one place like, okay, let's remain in this 70.
And with what you said, some people are just very comfortable with the level at which they are in.
Exactly.
And that brings me to the popular saying that says, no grief for anybody.
Yeah.
With the way it's going on now, with the popular trend of no grief for anybody, a lot of people are taking it into different contexts.
Exactly.
That's why the Nigerian police came out to say that nobody should use it. But I feel it was a lot of people still misinterpreted what the Nigerian police was trying to say. It's a no grief for anybody doesn't mean that you have to resort into violence. No grief for anybody means no bad energy. Do not accommodate bad energy.
Exactly.
Don't be manipulative.
Exactly.
Don't allow anyone to manipulate you. To bully you, to make you feel less of yourself. No, that's just what's the no grief for anybody. You say this year is good vibes. This year is positive energy. No more procrastination.
Exactly.
I'm not going to be disappointed. You just have this positive affirmation to yourself, professing good things to yourself. What do you think about it as well?
I think the reason why Nigerian police intervened is because most people got the wrong information. Like, they processed the wrong information about the no grief for anybody. So like, let's say 70% of Nigerians now see it like it's violence. They have to do something. Even the pictures that is flying online, you see most of them are violent pictures.
Yes.
Well, I don't agree with that. I don't think that's the whole motive behind
it.
Yes. So I think no grief for anybody is no grief for, just like you said, no grief for bully. Don't allow anybody to bully you.
Exactly.
No grief for bad energy, bad vibes.
Right.
Anything that that will not add value to your life. No grief for it.
No grief for it.
Exactly.
That's what you're saying.
Just let go. Whatever that you've been holding on, that that it's pulling you down, let go. No grief.
Exactly.
If you've been pleasing others and displeasing yourself, doing things that it does not add value to your life, it does not make you happy, but you're trying to do it just to keep everybody on the same page and all that, and it's pulling you back, let go. No grief for anybody. Don't allow anybody to make you feel bad, to make you feel less of yourself, to make you feel like you don't matter. That's the way I understand it. So I don't take it in the way that your boss is talking to you, and after giving you instruction you say, boss, I no agree. You
just know yourself to be, you're out of that job.
I'm telling you. Like, somebody asked me that question yesterday. He was like, what's your take about no grief for anybody? I say, I'll grieve for some certain things. Mine is conditional. I cannot just say I will not grieve for everything. No. You can meet your helper. You don't know who you will meet. You don't know who you're talking to. And you will tell the person I no agree, or somebody will say something, and the next thing you're trying to also show that you want to be smart or something like that. In your head, you're already saying it. You think I go agree for you. I no go agree, that kind of thing. So sometimes you just have to calm down. It's not, don't take it the wrong way. See it as an advice for the year. See it like something that everybody is set out to do. If everybody sees this in a positive way, I think it will be easier for everybody. It will just be like Nigeria is in a teamwork. Like, we all have the same vision for the year. No grief for bad vibes. So if I have the same vision and you have the same vision, you're not going to give me bad vibe because you don't want it. Me too, I don't want it, and I'm not going to give out what I don't want.
Exactly.
So I think it's just give and take. If everybody sees it the same way, the same positive way, it's going to be better. And I believe we are going to help each other to see that things start going well. Because I know that you're not going to grieve for the bad vibe, and me too, I'm not going to agree. So the best thing is for us to go for the good vibe.
Okay, that also brings me to the very last question on our topic today on New Year resolution. It says, how do we make New Year resolution happen? I know a lot of people must have set out their New Year resolution. How do we make this happen? Because I know someone always says something that you don't wait for the following year before you set out your plan.
Yeah.
You set out your plan a year before, and when the new year comes, you just execute it.
Exactly.
Now, the question is, how do we make this New Year resolution happen?
Okay. For me, the first thing is, one thing is having a problem, and another thing is not even knowing that you have a problem. So if you want to make it happen, you first of all have to identify what the issue is. You have to first of all identify, what am I not doing right? What is going wrong? How do I make this work? What exactly am I not doing right? So you have to find out the roots of the issue. Then you now start making plans on how to navigate through those issues. You have to have like in secondary school there was article. There was an article I wrote that time. It says some part of it, I'm just going to say some things about it. It says, write a page of an essay about yourself, what you're doing right and what you're not doing right. So in all these things, you're just going to list some things that you've not been doing, and you have to start doing them right, and you have to be committed, and that determination has to be there. So with all this happening and trying to be informed, trying to get informed, trying to make research about what you need to be doing and how you need to be going about the whole thing, you will make it happen. And don't forget to pray. Don't forget to commit everything in the hands of God, because He is the only one that will perfect all our plans.
I love the way you ended it. Don't forget to pray.
Exactly.
Commit all your activities and your year into God's plan. I know this is the period where a lot of people do some spiritual exercise in fasting and committing their year into God's hands to have a productive year. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've all heard it all from our stress counselor, Ugu Faith Chinelo, who has been talking to us extensively on today's topic on New Year resolution with a popular thread, no grief for anybody. It's always good that we have this narrative in our heads that when we hear something, don't take it to the other context. Try to understand what that context is all about. New Year resolution, how can you make it happen? You can also make it happen by setting out your goal for yourself. What is it that you didn't do last year that you want to make it better this year? What is it that you want to do? If whatever it is that you want to do, whatever you've set out to do, just make sure that you do better at it. Do not relax. Do not give room to procrastination. Do not leave room to laxity. Just make sure that you move forward and you go for it. Well, that's all we can bring to you right here on Morning Echo. Time is not on our side. We would have been talking more and more and more. Thank you so much, Janelle, for coming on this program. I hope when we'll call you next time, you're gonna call.
Of course, I will.
Thank you for having us. Well, it's a very beautiful day, and we're not going to leave you. But before we go on a break right now, we are leaving you. But before we go, we're going to be having a vox pop where people also talked about their opinions on Morning Echo, and after that we'll say it's bye bye.
My name is Godwase K. Comedy. Please keep watching Wonderland Television.
My name is Ashida. Keep watching Wonderland TV. Okay, 111. And I'm saying keep watching Wonderland TV.
Wonderland TV.
Wonderland TV.
This is Wonderland TV.
My name is MC Togwai. Keep watching Wonderland TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, you are watching Wonderland TV.
Name Nanedu, you are watching Wonderland TV.
Wonderland TV. Enthusiasm is the word.
You know what, new resolution for me is like I have to achieve my goals, which is like I have my first motive is to play football on international level. So I'll try for it and I'll achieve it. One has to focus on their goals and everything, and they have to think about the others also, and like they have to achieve their goals. That's all.
To me, New Year resolution is a man's resolve. When I say a man, I'm talking about race. I'm not talking about gender. A man's resolve or a person's resolve to be of good repute, good character in the coming year. Maybe you saw how you performed last year. You might say, okay, this year I resolve to be of good character. Maybe your finances were down. This year I'll make sure that I will work hard on my finances. I will work hard on my education. Just somebody's resolve to be better.
I just want to achieve a whole lot academically, and also try and take care of my health also. Yeah. And what I feel is just set a goal and try to work towards it. I believe consistency is all helps a whole lot. So just set your goal and be consistent about it.
My name is Godwase K. Comedy. Please keep watching Wonderland Television.
My name is Ashida. Keep watching Wonderland TV. Okay, 111. And I'm saying keep watching Wonderland TV.
Wonderland TV.
Wonderland TV.
This is Wonderland TV.
My name is MC Togwai. Keep watching Wonderland TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, you are watching Wonderland TV.
Name Nanedu, you are watching Wonderland TV.
Wonderland TV. Enthusiasm is the word.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is where we're drawing the curtain onto this episode on Morning Echo right here on Wonderland Television, where enthusiasm is the word. Do well to follow us on our various social media handles showing on your screen for more updates. Till we'll come your way next time, I remain Sandra Akbaso. Bye bye.